What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at Pedro Porro, the final storyline card in level 30, and to be honest, probably the weakest in my opinion. I do think Davidson is one of the better ones in terms of kind of a nation. We did discuss that Bo is not a bad striker in terms of his actual stats, and probably is the most effective in terms of the free, but again, MLS, there's going to be quite a few, and normally, well, hopefully, we still get a player of the month for MLS, so normally that is a striker at the very least, so I can imagine we're going to have somebody to kind of replace him if you didn't choose him. So I think Davidson for me is probably going to be my choice, but we've still got to give Pedro a go. You never know, he might have some very, very good animations that just make him better than the rest. He is a 3-star, right-footed, and 5'9" as a right wing-back, which is a position they're loving this year. I don't know, there's normally very little right wing-backs from the base card, whereas now they've absolutely slapped it with left wing backs, right wing backs, even a couple of right forwards as well, which is just very, very strange to see this year. But in terms of his stats, pace-wise, we've got good sprint speed, acceleration, a little bit lacking, but we can definitely deal with that with a shadow. Passing-wise is probably just below average at this point in the game. Dribbling is good for a right back. Composure at 82 is definitely more than enough. And then the defense and physical is probably bang on average. We are going to go with a shadow, which gives you 86 defending and 95 pace. So he will be quite a quick overlapping player, and that is probably how we're going to use him more than likely, just because I feel like if you kind of set him as just a right back, he probably isn't going to have that much to do. But in terms of kind of what this card can bring, he is obviously Spanish, so you've got a very nice link to a few decent Spanish players as we go through all the promos, all of the informs. We're going to find a nice few links for him, Lorente being a fantastic one in that centre mid role, and then even Sergio Ramos from Ligue 1 now is a great link to him. But I think the big thing that he's going to have is we always get icon swap objectives for Portuguese League, for Spanish, obviously, for MLS, for Turkey, for Eredivisie. So these are going to be used in that, really. We're going to start building up our kind of off-league teams and really kind of making the squad a little bit more fuller with these sorts of players. So I think all of them have a purpose at some point. I would kind of suggest more Portuguese and MLS, as they are the more favoured ones over the Turkish, but we do get the Brazilian one quite a heavy amount. So let's jump into Pedro and see how good he is at right back. Pedro is going to be an interesting one. I feel like he should be quite a good player, and that is why I'm kind of interested to see what he's all about. Obviously, we went with Davidson, a little bit of a rush decision, so possibly I probably picked the wrong one. I think Bo was actually really, really nice, so that's going to be an interesting one to see how that one pans out. But in terms of kind of right wing back for Portuguese League, it is a solid card, most definitely. You've obviously going to have the pace on him, and then also a good amount of dribbling. So try and find him over here. We have linked in with Sergio Ramos and a couple of Prem players, just because we don't necessarily, well, this person doesn't necessarily have the greatest in terms of Portuguese leagues, which is natural. It's got great pace on him. Let's whip that in. That's a cracking ball as well. That is nice. That is nice. I'm interested to see what the defensive element's like, because that's going to be the interesting part about him, is what can he do in the defense. I've kind of figured that attacking, he should be relatively solid. He feels nice and nimble. Feels like he's good at dribbling. See the recovery here. Clive is going to go across. Just watched him in that top right-hand corner. Now he's back in position, watching his man. Solid. See if he could do that all game long, and definitely got a winner there. But I think in general, everybody will always get rid of it. Oh, saves it off for Navas. Everybody will always go for more of the attacking options, because it's just natural. That's the best way to do it. Whereas sometimes the defensive options can be quite nice as well. You don't normally get a huge selection of them, and when it's a good one, you definitely need to take it with both hands. As we find him in here, Pedro is going to come across. Oh my. First goal for the club. You absolutely love to see a right back score. Judging from that first game, very, very happy with Pedro. I actually have maybe even changed my mind with him. I feel like he's probably going to be the better option, especially if you like this sort of kind of right wing back. Somebody who's going to put it on the defense and really almost let you play at a 5 at the back, because you know he's going to get back. He's got the pace, he's got the stamina. He is a very, very nice card. So I think by the end of it, I think we could have definitely chosen even the wrong card after we already chose the wrong card. But I think most definitely he is he is probably going to be people's last choice, and it's a shame because I feel like everybody's going to be missing out on this one. I feel like it's either going to be MLS or the Portuguese League. He just gets absolutely rocked there. Carry on running. See, his forward is always there. That is lovely. Constantly on this attack. We're going to knock it in. We try it with whatever shot that was, but I feel like MLS... Oh, hold on. Get to him. Well, we've got Bamba chasing. See the pace there. Very, very nice indeed. You add that shadow onto him and he is... Oh, that's poor. You add a shadow onto him and he really is that quick sort of right back. But most definitely the MLS or the Portuguese League is bound to be one of the first icon swaps objective. If A, they do have icon swaps, which I think they will. And also if they are going to kind of pick the same sort of objectives, which I feel like they will do. I feel like they've got almost a nice rhythm there of it. That's going to be the kind of the key there, and I think this is going to be a fantastic card to get into one of your clubs if you should choose. And obviously, like I say, Bo as well, if you're looking for just objectives, is still a very, very nice card. He will kind of give you that forefront attack to start with before we get any sort of MLS player of the month. But this Pedro is absolutely rapid for a right back. I am very, very happy with this attacking style. Let's try a left-footed cross. No, he's going to go right foot anyway. It's a good header. It's a very, very good header. Going to watch him down this wing. He knows he's got Bamba there. Pedro straight on him. The jockeying on him as well is very nice. He just feels all-round quite quick. Quite a quick player. Griezmann's going to have no chance there. He's just, even his dribbling, even just like the generic without running dribbling feels quick. Solid card. I'm very happy with him. He will probably kind of push forward quite a lot for you as well. And it depends on if that is what you're comfortable with playing. I personally don't even play with a right back who... Good goal. A right back who obviously attacks like that. I play with them personally with stay back whilst attack, just because I feel like sometimes you can get caught out, and obviously as you go up the divisions you're going to find harder and harder opponents, so they are going to know how to kind of counter that, and then you're going to really put yourself in trouble. Good block from Pedro, grabs the attack, gets on the attack instantly and just burn them, absolutely burn them. Obviously Griezmann not necessarily the quickest player in the world, but most definitely not slow either. We've got Pedro, he knows that we're going to go for it. We have literally all match tried to do this, and so I literally not even a foot wrong. Very, very happy. Going to ping one in there to him. Can't pronounce his name, so I just know him as Little Mini Vieira. I need Pedro on the back. He's covering. You can see him already kind of dragging himself into the centre. He's going to come across with Bamba. He's managed to get past him. Obviously, kind of covering the centre, then obviously having to push back out is going to be a no difficult task, or a difficult task for any sort of right back is what I'm trying to say. Going to find that through ball. It's a lovely one into Auer's feet. Just doesn't manage to get the first proper touch. I don't know what he's doing there. Going to find Pedro coming across. We don't want to overdo him too much because we can see Bamba's going there, and even 30 minutes of constantly running, literally using him in every single attack and defense, and he's still got over half of his stamina left, plus obviously half time as well. Absolutely phenomenal. It's passing. Look at that for a ball. Mbappe's just going to relish in this opportunity. I'm going to try and go for the little scoop, I would try to go for as many as possible. But yeah, I'm really happy with Pedro. I think he's a solid card. Watch Bamba on that run. Even if we just jockey him. Oh, it's oversold me. It did the animation to... And again, I don't get why it keeps doing that. So going into Pedro, really good card. I absolutely love this card. He is fast. He's fast. He's quick. He's speedy. He just is a fantastic right wing back, and you can definitely see that from him. I was interested to see, has he ever been a right mid? No, he was always a right wing back. He had a right wing back last year for Sporting. Oh god, he played for Man City, or at least had a stint there. Valladolid, and then I don't even know what that team's called. But in terms of Sporting, he's done quite well then. He has only got an 85 last year, so if we don't get any informs, we're only one upgrade less. And in terms of the Portuguese league, we have got a few good players. He is the top, or the highest rated at this moment in time. But compared to someone like Bo with the MLS, there is a lot more to go with here. A few more 82 threes and ones. A good few stats. Obviously, we see Pepe with 80 pace there. Got him next to him, obviously. You could go with Kobe notes if you wanted. Obviously, you get a nice little strong link. Diaz as an inform. You've got Vendel, or Wendell or Vendel, I don't know how you pronounce it, but on the left back, most definitely. So you've already got a nice base to go with. If you're going for an icon swaps player, I actually kind of wrote this card off to start with, and I thought he's probably going to be the worst. I actually changed my mind. I think he's the best. Davidson was nice, but not quite up to scratch for my liking. Bo was a very good striker, especially in the MLS, but Pedro has everything for me. His overlapping was fantastic. His speed just burnt past some very good left backs. Left backs? Yeah, some very good left backs. And in general, just passing, shooting, even got a goal. Literally, not even trying to get a goal from him, just assists. And he still manages to cut inside and absolutely wallop one. And then, obviously, his defensive ability as well is very good. We had the shadow on him, which gives him 95 pace, 86 defending. If you wanted to kind of sacrifice 5 pace, you could obviously go for the anchor, which will turn him into an 86, whereas obviously the shadow goes to an 87. But you do get that little bit extra on that strength, aggression, and obviously the jumping, which I probably would go with a shadow still. I think the anchor is nice and it does well round him, but I think for this sort of rating, you want to just go all out pace. So I think for me, if I was going to pick out of the 3, I'd probably have to go with Pedro after thinking that Davidson or Bo would have been the one. I think Liga NOS is going to be a heavy one in terms of icon swaps. Spain normally gets something, or eventually gets something when they do kind of like the nationality round as such. But overall, I'm going to give him a solid 8 out of 10. Very, very good right wing back. Highest level in the Liga NOS. And a very good player indeed. Let me know down below what you think. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.